Mr. Teal, do you have any comments about Palantir's surveillance of the American people, sir? Or any of your connections to Jeffrey Epstein? People are rather concerned about that last particular one. You're setting up a Big Brother surveillance system and people know it, sir. You think the American people want this surveillance tech being used against them? Any comments at all on the Epstein connections? You're meeting with them? People are waking up to what you're doing there, sir. That's why we're here covering this.
I've got something to put in you. I've got something to put in you. I've got something to put in you. At the gay bar, gay bar, gay bar. You're a superstar. At the gay bar. You're a superstar. At the gay bar. Yeah, you're a superstar. At the gay bar. You're a superstar. At the gay bar. Superstar. Superstar.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners. Every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
Hell no, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to that.
Kamala supports transgender sex changes in jail with our money.
Kamala even supports letting biological men compete against our girls in their sports. Kamala is for they, them. President Trump is for you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Buckle up, buckaroo!
The symptoms of fascist thinking are colored by environment and adapted to immediate circumstances. But always and everywhere they can be identified by their appeal to prejudice and by the desire to play upon the fears and vanities of different groups in order to gain power. It is no coincidence that the growth of modern tyrants has in every case been heralded by the growth of prejudice. It may be shocking to some people in this country to realize that, without meaning to do so, they hold views in common with Hitler when they preach discrimination against other religious, racial, or economic groups. Likewise, many people whose patriotism is their proudest boast play Hitler's game by retailing distrust of our allies and by giving currency to snide suspicions without foundation in fact. The American fascists are most easily recognized by their deliberate perversion of truth and fact. Their newspapers and propaganda carefully cultivate every fissure of disunity, every crack in the common front against fascism. They use every opportunity to impugn democracy. They use isolationism as a slogan to conceal their own selfish imperialism. They cultivate hate and distrust of allies. They claim to be super patriots, but they would destroy every liberty guaranteed by the Constitution. They demand free enterprise, but are the spokesmen for monopoly and vested interest. Their final objective toward which all their deceit is directed is to capture political power, so that, using the power of the state and the power of the market simultaneously, they may keep the common man in eternal subjection. Henry A. Wallace, Vice President, USA, 1944.